R.I.P. KC, R.I.P. 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 KC. New flow, new tape, so I'm about to start it right. I've been talking to a dead man about the art of life, taking all the wrong advice, trying to get on. He told me life's short, so I need my money long, so it's on. I can't believe the fact my nigga gone, got me fucked up, like mixing Hennessy with Patron. I still got a sex message just saved in my phone. You was talking about getting on, that shit got me in my zone. Rap X, spoken word, I'm just an arrogant writer. Rap sound underground, so I'm burying ciphers with bars like a jail cell. Just compare me to lifers. They say that it's a long shot. I'm an American sniper, and I be strapped too. Feel like I have to keep that pistol on me like a tattoo. Working on my aim at the range like a natural. Old school game, I just kick it like a Shaq fool. I act and I rap too. I'm that dude, so sign that nigga. I kick a rapper ass. That's a
y'all, what happened?
What's happening?
It's your boy LYTE, aka the King Radio. You know I got the best chef.
Man.
You know. In the band.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
You were here, man, for season 2 of For the Streets, man. We own the streets. You know what I mean? For the culture, by the culture. What's up, man? It's been a little bit.
Bro. Yeah, it's been a little while. I see you done upgraded your little, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we had
to
to
crazy.
do some things.
I see you.
But what's been going on, man? I mean, I see you all the time, but what's new in your life?
Oh, man.
Tell the people what's new in your life.
I really just been working on getting my YouTube put together. That's getting ready to drop like probably in the next week or so.
And what is going to be on the Cake Boy Bally?
So basically, I'm gonna have like type beat videos. I'm eventually then going to like cook up videos, blog videos, and stuff like that. So it's just gonna be like a little bit more like of like a TV show kind of behind the scenes in my life type shit. With also like having more content and stuff like that.
So if you are tuned into my boy Cake Boy over here, man, make sure you tune into him on his YouTube channel, man. Obviously, when it comes up, I'll be the first to post that.
Oh, yeah, so you already know.
So make sure you like, comment, subscribe on his videos. Just so you make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here. Turn that notification bell on, man. We got a lot of new content coming, man. So obviously, you guys see the setup, man. We really, invested into this. And then also the For the Streets Podcast.com, our own website, will be up probably in about a week. They just texted me today talking about the coding is being done this week.
I'm actually really excited about that because we're actually gonna have like our own platform to like really talk to our fans.
Yeah, I think it'd be dope because we could really put up there whatever we want to put up there. And like for instance, like YouTube doesn't allow you to play music, for instance. That's someone else's music.
Right.
Where on here it's like, okay, cool, we want to play something. There is no getting a strike mark or a yellow mark because it's our own website.
Okay.
Also coming is the merch.
I was just getting ready to. I was like, you got some merch coming. I got some merch coming and stuff too.
So talk about your merch real quick, and then I'll talk about ours.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I had originally a couple years ago I had just the Cake Boy Bally shirts, but I feel like that was just much more. I got you. It was low manufacturing. That's why I had to pretty much reboot it. Now I kind of know what I'm doing with it. Yeah. So I'm really gonna make it a little bit more universal. And so I kind of I'm really just getting the logo design and all that stuff. If anybody out there too is watching and knows that there's like clothing logo, I have like a really cool idea. I think that would like really be cool.
I actually know somebody is who I'm running with through my shirts.
Yeah.
So we'll tap in after this.
But I can't wait to get an FTS shirt.
Yeah, so FTS shirts, man, For the Street Podcast shirts, hats, keychains, scullies. If it's merch, you can get it for real. We'll be up. You'll be able to buy them on the website. Also, we're gonna have a thing on there that will allow you to actually create your own site shirt, right? So it's gonna have 7 different FTS logos, and then you'll be able to kind of just pick like what you want, color schemes.
Word, okay.
So I think
hell yeah,
pretty dope. But yeah, man, I kind of had a topic that I wanted to get into, get your opinion on, obviously, and then you tell we're just gonna shoot the shit.
Okay,
really.
yeah.
But the one thing I kind of want to talk on, me and you had kind of talked about it before, was I was around my peoples and we were talking about it and it kind of got into, I don't want to say a heated conversation, but everyone kind of had their opinion on how they felt about it, and I was like, damn, this would be a fire topic for the show.
Right.
And it was, do you think people that are not black because I'm not gonna say just white because it's anybody really. Do you think that people who aren't black should be allowed to attend HBCUs?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, first of all, yes, okay, first of all, I'm going to say this. I'm on the fence about it. And the reason why I say I'm on the fence about it because, yeah, it's like HBCUs, like, were made, like, for black people.
Historically
you know
black.
what I'm saying? Yeah, it's historically black. So, you know what I'm saying? It was made for, like, us to have a place, you know, so we can have learning institutions and stuff like that. So I do see, like, that side of it. And then I guess the other side of it that people will be like, well, you know, what else are you looking at? It like, well, I mean, it's kind of like, it's not like that now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you feel me? Like, black people are going into other schools.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Do you feel like it's almost serious, hypocritical of us to say that we don't want white people to go to our schools, but then we attend schools that necessarily weren't for us?
I'm gonna say this. It's not. I mean, it's hypocritical, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we black people, like we powerful, and like we want, you know, we feel like what we got, you know, we gotta keep to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel that too. Like I'm kind of powerful in HBCUs too, and I feel like to a certain extent. I never went to a HBCU. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if I did, like, it would be crazy to have, you know, a fully white guy like on campus. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't trip. You know, so I wouldn't look at it crazy or anything.
Do you feel like, okay, what amount, is there an amount of people that can go to HBCU? Because if it gets to the point where it's like 50-50, is it still considered an HBCU?
What do you think?
So I'm on the fence. I ain't gonna lie. You know, we talked about it off camera.
It's a very on the fence type of thing, like, you know.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it off camera. Originally, I was very against it, just because one, you know, HBCU started because we weren't allowed to go to school with white people,
exactly,
in school. So I feel like HBCUs to us were like the one thing that's kind of still ours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're kind of protecting our, you know, our thing,
our culture and stuff like that. You feel me? Like, I get that. I totally understand that.
I just, you know, the people. I wonder how the people who came before us that fought for these, you know, these places of HBCUs and stuff like that, is how they would feel now if we, you know, now everybody can attend the HBCU. Like, would they be for it? Like you said, it's a different time now, though, too.
It's a different time.
People have made some good points, like, if they want to learn our culture, so, you know, someone made a great argument, you know, for allowing them to go, and it was, how can we educate the people who want to learn about us if we're not going to allow them to go to our schools?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a very good point. Like, we expect, you know, not we expect, but, you know, it is good for it because I would have definitely loved to learn black history, you know, over, because, I mean, let's be honest, like, the regular American history is not really my history.
Yeah, no, that's
you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just being real. But I would have definitely loved to learn more about black history. You know what I'm saying? It was like little dibbles and dabbles and stuff like that here in school. But, yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, the HBCUs, it's a different day and time now. So, it's like, yeah, I feel like, you know, if some white folks want to go and get their culture up, you know what I'm saying, and really learn, you know, the black culture and stuff like that, I mean, hey, I feel like make it available to them. Why not, bro?
Yeah. Nah, I like I said, I definitely see it. I could see it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? I see the people who are with it. I also see the people who are against it. Because, you know, we were talking about it, and I was like, well, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's equal. And I was like, well, can you go get a job at Hooters? Because you can't. Because even though it's equal, let's be real, we not supposed to work at Hooters.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right,
so it's almost like, well, yeah, it's equal, but this is a HBCU. Like, you know what I'm saying? And again, at what point is it like, well, there's, like, if it gets to 50-50, is that school still considered HBCU?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and then somebody was also saying too, like, you know, HBCUs are HBCUs because of, like, the founders, and the history behind it.
Yeah, it's not just because, all black people go to school, so this is an HBCU.
Right.
It's HBCU because of the things that they teach and the people who found them, which is true to an extent. Howard wasn't founded by anybody black. I
looked that up, and that's definitely accurate.
Yeah. So.
But it was like, you know, somebody was saying like, oh yeah, you know, that was because, you know, a white man kind of saw
I mean, that's definitely true. I mean,
but how do we know though? How do we know for sure?
I was gonna say it's definitely.
How do we know for
what I
sure?
meant to say was it has the possibility to be true. You don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, nah, man. It's definitely an interesting conversation, and I'm definitely curious because it's like I said, it's one of them conversations that I could literally see from both sides of the fence.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I'm not knocking anyone who's standing against it, and I'm also not knocking the people who are like, yeah, like let them come. Now, what would you say? Like, people take advantage of things though too, right? So, like for instance, like someone told me, I don't know if this is true. If y'all leave a comment, tell me if I'm wrong. All the people that went to HBCUs, but someone said that if you're white, you get the minority scholarship if you go to HBCU.
I've heard that too.
So what do you say to the people that may just be going to a black school with no real intention? It's just like, I'm going to get a free education.
Sheesh.
Because now you're kind of abusing the system a little bit.
Hey, man. So, yeah. Hey. I mean, for one, my statement on that is, let's not act like white privilege is not a thing.
That's a fact.
I mean, and so it's like, dang, you trying to get another advantage over us? I guess
now you're taking the black schools away,
right,
too.
you feel me? Like, it's, but hey, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess this is how it is.
Yeah, like I said, I'm curious to see what people think about it.
Because like you said, it's definitely on the fence there. I think a
lot
lot of people are gonna want to say, oh yeah, no, leave it all black. But then it's gonna be like,
the one thing about us as a culture is that we, like you said, we're very defensive of the things that we think are ours because
we don't got much. Yeah, we don't got much.
So it's like, now someone made a point at my when I was talking about it before, and they were saying that, do you think that if they made these schools, some of these schools, Division I, right, and started attracting more athletes, like for instance, basketball players go to Duke, Kansas, North Carolina, Kentucky, like, I mean, there's other schools, Villanova, but like there's major schools that people associate that with.
Right.
Football in the South, you already know.
Right.
Bama, Clemson, Georgia, Auburn, Florida State, Miami, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain schools that people associate this with. Now, but let's be real, y'all can take it how y'all want. Most of the athletes that come out that dominate sports
come out of the white schools,
they're normally black.
Oh yeah.
Meaning, if HBCUs were D1s, do you think you might be able to attract some of those athletes going to some of these HBCUs, and therefore the funding for these HBCUs would go way up?
That definitely makes sense. I definitely think that if they was to have like more athletes go there, because I mean, I've seen like a lot of athletes choose HBCUs over D1 schools, and people have kind of looked at like what? Like why would you? You know what I'm saying? Right. But I think again too, it's like they want to make their legacy at an HBCU. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I definitely, like, you definitely right. Like most of they coming out of like the big schools like Duke.
Yeah, you going to Ohio State.
Ohio State, like they're definitely
Michigan State, Penn State. You know what I'm saying? Like like you don't really see too many people make the league from any sport from an HBCU.
Especially basketball. I said basketball more than any other sport.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like I said, you could take it how you want, but most of the athletes that come out to these sports are predominantly black.
For sure.
So, I mean, you could really fund a lot of these schools if they were D1s and, getting those type of major athletes going to these, attending these schools. Imagine if, I'm just going to throw somebody out there, like when Zion went to Duke, imagine Zion would have went to Clark.
Oh, man, stupid.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Or all these athletes. Think about how many athletes come out of Georgia. Yeah. Georgia is a hotbed for football players.
For sure. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Georgia football,
and it's like, now imagine if they was going, like I said, to Clark or, you know what I mean? One of these other HBCUs down here. Like, that'd be lit for Atlanta.
Somebody said that Georgia State should be the HBCU instead of Clark.
I don't know enough about it to comment on that.
It's a lot of basically saying like it's probably more like predominantly black students that go to Georgia State.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I know, like, a lot of times, when I go on my following sprees, trying to, like, build people up for the brand, I'll type in schools. And Georgia State is one of my hotbeds because I'm like, most of the people I come across there is black.
My sister went to Georgia State. I know a lot of people that went to Georgia State.
If you could right now, let's say we could reverse time and you could go back in time and go to school. Would you go to HBCU?
You can go to school now.
Yeah, I'm not going to school.
Why not?
I found what I'm doing. It's right here in this room.
Facts.
Nah.
But okay, so if you could reverse the time, cause I ain't gonna lie, when I graduated high school, I wanted to move straight to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I ain't really know too many stable folks out here like that at the time for real, and it just would have been like a little shake and bake move. So I really just kind of did the closest thing to me, which was LA.
Yeah.
But
to answer, in LA.
I lived in LA for like 2 years.
I know you've been to LA. Like I know, like since I met you, I know that you lived in LA. Like since me and you have known each other, but I know that originally you went to school and went to LA.
I went to school, audio engineering school in Arizona.
Gotcha.
Then I graduated there and went to an internship in LA.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I was out there. But anyway, I think me personally, I would have went to Georgia State because, like I said, my sister went to Georgia State.
Yeah.
So I would have wanted to either go there. I ain't gonna lie. I would have wanted. I'd like to go to school in Mississippi.
Like, do you think it'd be dope to go to, let's say, like Mississippi State, as opposed to maybe going to like
back then? If I would have graduated high school in Mississippi, I would have went to Alcorn.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree that like as I got older, like now, if I could go back to school, I would definitely attend the HBCU.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Coming up, like my dream was to go to Penn State, because like everybody like. Penn State was a huge school. Temple, Penn State, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I want to go to one of these big, you know what I mean, big schools. Looking back now, I wish I would have went to like a Clark or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like early on, dorm room experience.
Yeah, I've always wanted that, bro. I always wanted that.
For real, bro.
But it's like, you know, it's cool. Like I got what I got out of it, so it's cool.
Do you like on a you know, a broader topic, like, but still in the school realm, right? Mm-hmm. Do you like, you know, people now, especially now, because I think like maybe even like 10 years ago, maybe a little shorter than that, but definitely 10 years ago, I think people were like still pushing the whole you got to go to college narrative. Do you still think that's as big as it was 10 years ago as it is now, that people need to go to school?
Probably. Maybe so. I think
I think social media.
Oh yeah, people like, I think the envelope to like push go to school now is different because like you have a lot of people now starting to be like their own entrepreneurs and stuff like that.
Way more.
Yeah, they starting to do their own little thing now more days.
Social
and then now like
I
think with jobs too, a little bit, not all. Because I know a lot of jobs, they still require you to have like certain degrees and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But I think some jobs are starting to be a little bit more lenient on like, okay, well, you don't have to have a certain degree. Just have this much experience in doing something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy because I was actually just having a conversation about, I was, you know, obviously like this is what I, you know, what I'm doing, what I want to do. And, you know, I'm glad that I found what I was looking for. But we are having a conversation about how some people never find their passion, right? How some people just go through life and they just work regular 9 to 5s. And there's nothing, let me say this. There's nothing wrong with working a regular 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about this. Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah. I do remember.
There's nothing wrong with working a regular 9 to 5, but that's what you want to do.
Shoot, some people shoot.
But it's also sometimes people just don't find what they want to do.
I think in life, people either choose money or the happiness. Like, people either choose, like...
You don't think you can have both?
Yeah, you can. You can. You definitely can. For sure. Like, there are good jobs out there who people really want, who pay very well. Like, that's why people go to school to be lawyers and doctors.
I think you can now. I think it's easier to have your cake and eat it too now. Because I think social media gave everyone the ability that if you use it correctly to get popping on your own.
You just gave me a very interesting topic to talk about next time.
I mean, we can talk about it on this. We can keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Camera rocket.
I mean, I gotta go to the studio.
Yeah.
But I think we should do a topic. I know this is getting off topic, but you said have your cake and eat it too. Yeah. It's certain situations where you can and cannot do that. I think we need to talk about this.
Okay. We're gonna talk about that on the next episode.
I think that's interesting. People are like, what? Like, no, like you said, there are certain situations where you can have your cake and eat it too. Like, you can chase your happiness and get money at the same time.
No, I definitely think you can. And like I said, I think it definitely became easier now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I was saying, like, if social media is used correctly, used for the right things, I think that you can make yourself pop without having to go through maybe some of the necessary steps that you had to go through before. But my point, what I was saying before was, I was having this conversation and I was saying that like, for me personally, I had to find something that I could do on my own that one, I love doing, but two, could pay me, in a different stratosphere because I don't have a college degree. To your point, there's certain jobs that don't matter how good of a track record I have, don't matter how well I speak, don't matter how much work ethic I got.
Yep.
And it's messed up though, because the crazy thing is that I guarantee you probably too, you know what I'm saying, and other people out there, you can do a way better job at the job that people are doing.
For sure.
You trying to tell me you can't go to, like, especially like, okay, now you have your music stuff, but let's just say, like, for instance, like you want to go work in I don't know,
my ever dream ever dream job would ever be like, if I was to ever work a job now, it would be like a Adult Swim or like some post production or something like that. Like,
but let's just say like this is all stuff that you know how to do, all stuff that you learn how to do. But because you don't have a college degree, they might look at you like, cake boy, nah. Yeah, and that's crazy, right? That's crazy because it's like, why?
Well, I got the schooling for it. Right. Instead of, it wasn't no degree program. It was more like a certificate program.
Right, but you have something that you can show them.
I mean, I graduated from the school. Yeah. And like you can kind of go back and look at the curriculum. Right. But it's nothing that like, okay. Well, yeah, I did get a couple certifications. Yeah, I did. I guess you're right.
I just say that because it's it's crazy that like, and I'm not saying school's not important or that you shouldn't go get your degree, and obviously this is probably more of a reason why you should. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, it's gonna be hard for me, you know what I'm saying, to go at any 9-to-5 job and command a top type of salary. Like we were having a conversation about so I'm in sales. Anybody who doesn't know, my paid slavery job is I'm in sales, right? Yeah. We were having a huge conversation at work the other day because they were saying that like, compared, like, people look at it and like, oh, like, what do you make? And I think people don't assume that we make what we make there. And they were saying that like nurses or whatever, like coming out of nursing school make like $67,000 a year. I was eclipsing that 4 or 5 years ago selling. Damn. Like, you know what I mean? Just in sales, because there is no cap on my work off commission. That's true. So if you're good at what you do, you just there's multiple people at my location in Buckhead right now that are making over 70,000, 80,000. There's a couple people in there who are making over 6 figures. Yeah. In sales. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I could never go to like a corporate job. And go make that type of money because they're not gonna hire me because I ain't got no degree. Yeah, exactly. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know I could do it, they still not even gonna look your way.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, we really did get off topic. But I mean, it's still cool. We have some nice combos on here. But to answer you, so going back to the main topic. Yeah. HBCUs, white people. Yeah. Yes or no?
What my boy Simon or Randy say off of?
I mean, I guess yes or no on the fence. I guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the fence. But if I had to lean to a yes or a no, what my boy from American Auto say, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
It's a no for you. Woo! Hey man, I never went to a HBCU, but I definitely understand, the reason why HBCUs were founded, and hey. Like you said, if one person goes, white person goes there, then 10 gonna go there, 20 gonna go there, then a whole bunch of people gonna go there.
Let me say this: I understand the reasons for the people who, like I said, who want people to go. Yeah. If it changed, would I be like, damn, I can't believe it? No.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No. I would just ask you a solid yes or no. You know what I'm saying?
But my heart still says no because of the point that we made earlier, which is we don't have a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like HBCUs were founded for us, you know what I'm saying, to learn about our culture, because the truth is a lot of these schools, white schools, they don't teach us about us.
Exactly.
I went to school for years. I ain't never learned of Black history. They give you Black history money and throw out one throw out one name or whatever, and they like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yes, Black History Month. Learn about Martin Luther King. I'm like, I learned about Martin Luther King a billion times. Like, teach me about someone I don't know.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just teach you about a couple of figures. So I mean, and with that being said, that's why it's a no for me, because like you said, we don't have much.
Yeah.
Let's keep the HBCUs.
I just want to protect
black.
the one, you know, the few things that we have that are strictly black, and there's nothing wrong, you know. And to the few that, I mean, there's white people that go to HBCUs now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously, it can be done. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to, you know, like I said, I think they're ours, and I would like to keep them like that.
Yeah.
But if anyone feels differently, please make sure you comment underneath, or come do an episode. We could revisit this conversation with more people. And y'all can give y'all opinions on it if you feel like we're wrong. We're not always right. That's the reason why it's a podcast. It's just an opinion.
It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Don't burn the person. You know just be like, hey, it is what it is.
Just an opinion. Just an opinion. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Turn that notification bell on so you can catch all new episodes, man. We got a lot of things coming.
Look at this new list.
We got the new sound. We doing big things over here. So make sure y'all show some love, man, because the equipment wasn't cheap.
No cap.
No kizzy. You want to leave your Instagram?
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all follow me on all social media platforms at CakeboyBally, CakeboyBally.
And mine, man, I actually changed mine. It's no more light from 8 to 3. I'm still light from 8 to 3. I'll always be light and I'll always be from 8 to 3. But I changed mine for the reason of, it's for the podcast now. So, not to get super off topic, about to close this up. For me, I have had my run on social media. That's what I felt like. That I had my run of me being what was the star of the show. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I enjoyed it. But for me now, my business is more important than myself. Right. So I had a FTS podcast page, and it had like 3,000 people on there. But I kept telling myself, I'm like, well, why do I have 3,000 on this, but I have almost 30,000 on my main page, and I could turn my main page into the podcast page and promote the podcast, which is more important to me than me getting a couple likes because y'all like my beard.
I swear.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No cap.
The page now for me, if you're looking for me, is FTS Podcast. That's it.
Right.
IG. Tap in with us. I'm still gonna answer y'all back. It's still me running the page, but it's about the podcast
I feel it. You know what I'm saying? About the business.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
we out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Sure.